Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. You are watching Debate Desk with Nadia Rajpoot, your go-to platform for deep analysis on global affairs and breaking developments. Today's topic is extremely serious and rapidly evolving. We are talking about rising tensions in the Middle East, where the United States, Iran, and Israel are at the center of a dangerous and escalating conflict. Let's break it down. And US President Donald has issued a strong warning to saying he is prepared to unleash hell if Tehran refuses the latest US proposal aimed at ending nearly 4 weeks of intense fighting. Trump claimed that Iranian leadership is desperate to make a deal, stating they want an agreement so badly but are afraid to admit it publicly due to internal and external threats. However, this claim has been strongly rejected by Iran. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi clearly stated that there have been no negotiations with the United States. He emphasized that while messages have been exchanged through friendly countries, this doesn't qualify as dialogue or negotiations. According to him, Iran is not seeking talks under pressure. Instead, Tehran wants the war to end strictly on its own terms. Now, here is where things get even more intense. Iran has reportedly targeted multiple strategic locations, including Zionist link facilities, satellite stations, and Azraq Air Base, and several US bases such as Sheikh Isa, Ali al-Salim, and Arifjan, using missiles and drones. Meanwhile, in Pakistan, officials have confirmed that Islamabad conveyed a 15-point American plan to Tehran in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. But Iranian state media suggests that Tehran has responded negatively, insisting that any resolution must include guarantees against future attacks. On the other side, Israel remains highly skeptical. Israeli defense officials believe Iran is unlikely to accept the proposed terms and are concerned that US negotiators might offer concessions. Israel also wants to retain the right to carry out preemptive strikes under any future agreement. Adding another layer to the conflict, Iran has demanded that Lebanon be included in any ceasefire agreement involving the US and Israel. Now let's talk about the leadership situation inside Iran. Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei was reportedly killed on the very first day of the conflict in an Israeli strike. He has been replaced by his son Mujtaba Khamenei, who is said to have been injured and had not appeared publicly since. This has raised serious questions about stability and command within Iran. Back to the US, officials have made it clear that they are ready to escalate further if needed. Trump's administration has warned that if Iran doesn't accept the reality of the current movement, it could face the strongest military response ever. At the same time, thousands of additional US troops are reportedly being deployed to the Middle East, and preparations for a potential ground operation are underway. Iran has responded with its own warnings. Tehran has threatened to open a new front by targeting Red Sea shipping routes if the US launches a ground invasion. Iranian forces also claim that cruise missile strikes forced the USS Abraham Lincoln carrier group to change its position. According to US Central Command Chief Brad Cooper, American forces have already destroyed 2/3 of Iran's missiles and drone production facilities. He also claimed that launch rates have dropped by 90%, and around 92% of Iran's major naval vessels have been damaged or destroyed. Now let's look at the global reaction. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has issued a stark warning, saying the war is now out of control and the world is standing on the edge of a much wider conflict. He urged all sides to stop escalating and instead more towards diplomacy. But the consequences are already being felt worldwide. The closure of the Strait of Hormuz, a key route for about 1/5 of global oil and gas supply, has triggered what experts are calling the worst energy shock in history. Fuel shortages are spreading globally. Businesses from airlines to supermarkets are struggling with rising costs, disrupted supply chains, and declining demand. Farmers are facing diesel shortages, and according to the World Food Program, tens of millions more people could face acute hunger if the conflict continues into June. Financial markets are also reacting. Earlier, hopes of a ceasefire had briefly lifted global stocks, but optimism has now faded. Oil prices are surging again, and uncertainty is dominating global economic outlooks. This is Debate Desk with Nadia Rajpoot, bringing you the truth behind the headlines. That's all for now. Keep watching DESI TV USA. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And don't forget to watch our channels DTV NN and DESI Urdu TV.
I'm Alex Kalai, and I'm running against Democrat Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher. Fletcher is opposed to deporting dangerous criminals and drug traffickers, but I believe we must deport these criminals to keep our families safe. Fletcher voted for higher taxes on first responders, hourly workers, and even on seniors. But I believe in letting Americans keep more of what they earn. I'm Alex Kalai, and I approve this message asking for your vote in the March 3rd Republican primary.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130-plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.